Coming up next is Indy News number 111. It's going to be an all IDW update. We're going to talk about True Blood Ongoing. That's right, True Blood Ongoing is coming your way. We're also going to talk about Judge Dredd and how he's making the jump to IDW. Not a permanent jump, but he's coming to IDW. And we're also going to talk about the next of the Parker series of books that Darwin Cook is going to be working on. All that and more coming right up.
Indy Comics, Bo, and Comic Book Man, a lethal combination.
Quality is job 1. Job 21 is cleaning out the litter box. Indy Comic Book News, episode 111. Echo Effect.
Oh, cut it out. Hey folks, Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for Bo.
Cracking Bo's melon.
Indy News.
Indy News. Not just Indy News, but IDW Indy News.
IDW all the time, baby.
What's IDW stand for?
Which is coming
Idea
Works. Which is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie.
It's not in Guam?
Beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood.
Not in Guam?
Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, including all my IDW comics, are always 15% off every day for everyone. That's right.
Even Citizens of Guam?
I'm just plowing right through it. And our first story up involves True Blood.
Get on plow.
True Blood. What's going on with True Blood, Bo? Which is an IDW imprint, by the way.
It is an IDW. It was an IDW limited series, but it'll be an ongoing series starting this May.
True Blood Ongoing.
True Blood Ongoing. It'll be written by Green Arrow's Ann Nocenti and Michael McMillan. Now you're going, Michael McMillan? I've heard that name before. Well, he wrote the last True Blood limited series. He also happens to be an actor on the show.
Oh, really?
He's playing the anti-vampire evangelist guy.
I was a linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings.
I did too. And the series will have art by aliases Michael Gaydos, and I like Michael Gaydos' art, so if I really cared about watching True Blood on a regular basis, which I don't, because I just see it every once in a while, I'd probably pick it up.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Dynamite Comics has become the home for many... I'm fine. Dynamite Comics has become the home for many, many different franchises out there which don't have a home, like Flash Gordon and the Shadow and the Spider and Red Sonja. IDW has done the same thing too. Most of their franchises, though, that they're publishing
are of things people give a crap about.
Well, no, they're Ghostbusters and they're Doctor Who and they're Star Trek. They're franchises that have lives beyond comics. Lives beyond comics. One of the franchises, though, which they are going to be bringing into the fold, has always had a life within comics, and that, of course, is Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd is moving to IDW.
Yep. Well, what is it? 20,000 AD, 2080.
2080.
That'll continue to exist, but if you're an American person, and you don't want to spend extra money because it's this big goofy thing that doesn't fit in comic boxes. IDW
the magazine.
They
print it in England.
Right? And Judge Dredd magazine.
And Judge Dredd magazine. They will be doing reprints and a brand new Judge Dredd series sometime later on this year, which coincidentally will be about the same time that the new Judge Dredd movie's coming out.
Finally comes out.
Yes. Well, not finally. They just started a couple months ago. Carl Urban plays Judge Dredd, and apparently in the entire film he doesn't take the helmet off once.
Now, about 10 years ago, DC did almost exactly the same thing. I don't think they did reprints, but they had two Judge Dredd series that DC did, because DC got the license to Judge Dredd. They still produced 2000 AD, but DC did their own series of stories on Judge Dredd. They didn't sell worth a lick, but DC did this once before. So, this isn't the first time this has happened with Judge Dredd.
I am the law.
Yes, you are the law.
Well, he started looking a little Sylvester Stallone, then I'd pick it up if he started looking like that.
Actually, it was about the time maybe it was a little longer than that. It was about the time the Sylvester Stallone movie was out, wasn't it?
DC picked it up because they figured that the movie would make people interested in picking up the reprints. But most of those
they didn't do. I don't think they did reprints. I think they did original stuff.
Didn't they have some of the writers who? I think they had some of the people who worked on Judge Dredd working on it. I don't think any American guys worked on it.
Okay.
Which has always been one of the big things with Judge Dredd. It's popular, but no American writers have ever really worked on it.
Okay. Also at IDW, one of the prestige books, which they've done over the last year or two, is Darwin Cook's adaptation of the Parker books. And there's yet another one in the works.
Well, when they first made the announcement, it was supposed to be 3.
Yeah.
Then last year it became 4.
Okay.
And at WonderCon they said, no, it'll be 5.
And they're all going to be the little hardcovers?
And they're all going to be those little hardcovers. And Donald Westlake, who wrote the Parker books, he only wrote so many Parker stories. And so they may just keep this going until Cook runs out of stuff to adapt.
Okay.
It was actually he wrote it under the pseudonym Richard Stark.
Do you think that they do any original stuff, or they're just going to do adaptations?
I don't think there'd be any point in doing original stuff. And actually, by the time I think the third one comes out, or the fourth one, Jason Statham is playing Parker in a film, and so IDW may do some kind of limited tie-in that, of course, Cook would have nothing to do with, because when they asked Cook about Jason Statham playing Parker, he was not exactly happy about it. But come on, the character's been played by Lee Marvin. He's been played by Mel Gibson. Jason Statham is not exactly a bad choice for this character.
Okay.
When did Mel Gibson play him?
Mel Gibson played him in Payback.
Yeah, in Payback. Oh, you got the crap beat out of him by that Asian hooker.
Yeah, Lucy Liu kicked the crap out of him. And actually, Lucy Liu is she's Dr. Watson in CBS's Sherlock Holmes ripoff.
They didn't call him Parker, or they called him...
They call him something. In fact, if you ever saw Payback, the first cut came out, didn't do very well. Brian Helgeland, who wrote LA Confidential, he did a director's cut, which they released on video, which actually did better than the original. Porter, yeah, he was called Porter. I don't know why they didn't call him Parker. It was just kind of stupid. Yeah. Then again, the character doesn't really need a name because he just walks around, beats the crap out of people, and kills them.
Or people beat the crap out of him.
Or people beat the crap out of him. So he didn't really need a name. He was just a man who was totally and completely focused on what he had to do.
And you can tell by my being back here, I could care less about any of the stuff that he's talking about.
You saw Point Blank. You thought it was cool, even though it was... Payback wasn't a terrible film. The director's cut was much better.
Okay. And that's
More
it.
vicious.
That's it. That's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more indie news. But you go to the store's website. Check out all the indie news that Bo sends me. That's this guy here.
Well,
Bo
excuse...
That Bo sends me that I post up. And where is the store's website? Where is the
Sarah
store's website?
knows, and Sarah is a big fan of Parker and Judge Dredd.
No, she's not.
She is so. She talks about him all the time.
It's like damp pants. www.monointernetreality.com.
So stop off the store's website. Check out all of Bo's news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Parker.
No, it's not.
Porter.
No, it's not.
Porter.
Saying,
Lee Marvin.
He shot my luggage.
bye.
Alternate Reality now opens at 10:30 instead of 11 on Sundays. Using half an hour sleep over this. Means you guys better show up.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.